Air travel today can feel like a maze of hidden fees, endless security checks, and overpriced snacks. But what many people, especially senior travelers, don't realize is that airlines still offer a surprising number of free perks and services if you simply know to ask. The industry may be built on upgrades and add-ons, but behind that glossy paywall, there's still a layer of courtesy and comfort reserved for those who know how to navigate it. And seniors, with their experience and calm confidence, are in the perfect position to take advantage of it. The truth is, airlines want to make travel smoother for older passengers. It's good service, good optics, and it builds loyalty. But they won't always tell you about it, so today let's lift that curtain and explore 15 free things seniors can ask for on a flight that can turn a cramped, stressful journey into something surprisingly comfortable, even luxurious, without spending an extra dollar. Let's start with the first and most overlooked one: priority boarding. Many seniors don't realize they can board early even if they haven't paid for any premium seat or status. All you have to do is politely let the gate agent know you'd appreciate extra time to get settled. Airlines like Southwest, American, and Delta often grant this automatically to passengers over a certain age or to anyone who needs additional boarding time. It's not just a convenience, it's peace of mind. No need to rush down the aisle with everyone jostling for overhead space. You get to stow your bag, adjust your seat, and breathe before the cabin fills up. For anyone who's ever felt flustered by boarding chaos, this one small gesture changes everything. Next, there's assistance through the airport, which is completely free but often underused. Most airlines partner with ground staff who can escort you from check-in, through security, and all the way to your gate using a wheelchair or cart if needed, even if you don't have mobility issues but simply want help with long walks between terminals. It's part of the Air Carrier Access Act, which requires airlines to assist passengers with special needs at no charge. You can request it in advance or at the airport itself. It's not about age, it's about comfort and energy. And for those connecting through massive hubs like Atlanta or Dallas, it can make a world of difference. Third, and one of the most valuable yet little-known perks: seat upgrades. Yes, seniors can often get seat upgrades for free if you ask the right way. Many gate agents and flight attendants are happy to move older travelers to more comfortable seats if space allows, especially on long-haul flights. If the flight isn't full, being polite and mentioning that you'd appreciate an aisle seat or a spot closer to the front can work wonders. There's a hidden truth in aviation service. Kindness and charm often do what money can't, so don't hesitate to ask with a smile. You might find yourself with extra legroom, better access to the lavatory, or even a premium seat if luck's on your side. Another free benefit: complimentary hydration and snacks. And no, not just the standard mini cup of soda. Flight attendants can provide bottled water, juice refills, and even extra snacks like fruit or crackers upon request. Seniors often need to stay hydrated more frequently, especially during long flights when the cabin humidity drops to desert-like levels. If you quietly explain that you'd appreciate an extra drink or a small snack for medical reasons, or even just because you skipped the in-flight meal, most crew members are more than happy to oblige. They always prioritize comfort and health over policy when asked respectfully. Fifth, special meals. While many think these come at a premium, several airlines still offer complimentary special meal requests on international routes. Low sodium, diabetic-friendly, or soft texture meals ideal for seniors. The key is to request them at least 24 hours before your flight. Doing so ensures you get a freshly prepared option tailored to your needs, often served before the rest of the cabin. It's a small detail that feels like first-class treatment without the first-class price tag. Now, here's one that surprises almost everyone: free seat cushions or blankets. Yes, you can still ask for them. Many airlines stopped advertising this to cut costs, but they still stock them for long-haul or red-eye routes. If you're a senior who feels cold easily or needs extra back support, you can request a blanket, extra pillow, or even a lumbar cushion. Some flight attendants will also discreetly offer you additional layers if the cabin is freezing, especially if they see you traveling alone. It's one of those unspoken courtesies that still survive in modern aviation. Moving on to number 6, medication assistance. If you need to take medication during the flight or refrigerate something like insulin, airline staff will help you store it safely and even remind you when it's time to take it. They're trained for this. All you have to do is inform them discreetly at boarding. You can even ask them for a cup of water or juice when you need it. No questions asked. This isn't just customer service. It's part of their responsibility for passenger health. Next up, in-flight entertainment perks. If your airline's Wi-Fi or streaming service isn't free, you can still request complimentary access in some cases. Seniors who aren't tech-savvy can ask flight attendants for help setting up their devices, connecting to the in-flight system, or borrowing a pair of headphones at no charge. Airlines like Emirates, Delta, and Singapore Airlines are known for offering these extras for free upon request, especially to older passengers. It's not widely advertised, but politeness goes a long way. Number 8. Seat relocation for comfort. Ever found yourself next to a crying baby, a noisy group, or someone who simply won't stop talking? You can quietly request a seat change. If there are open seats elsewhere, the crew will often move you to a quieter area, especially if you're a senior traveler seeking rest. Cabin crew prioritize passenger well-being, and age often earns you a bit of extra consideration. Just ask after boarding. When everyone's seated, they'll do what they can. 9th, and incredibly useful for long flights, hot beverages or warm towels. Even in economy class, seniors can often request a warm towel to refresh their face or hands, especially after meals. It's an old-school gesture that many flight attendants are happy to bring back for passengers who appreciate it. Likewise, if you'd like a cup of tea instead of soda or coffee, you can ask anytime. It's soothing, hydrating, and completely free. Number 10. Help with luggage. Technically, flight attendants can't lift heavy bags into the overhead bins for safety reasons, but they can help guide you, reposition items, or find a crew member or nearby passenger to assist. Gate staff can also tag your bag for valet check, meaning it'll be placed in the hold and returned to you right at the aircraft door after landing. No waiting at the carousel. For seniors, this is one of the most convenient and underrated travel perks of all. Number 11, access to airport lounges in certain cases. This isn't guaranteed, but if you're flying through smaller airports or on long delays, some airlines will extend complimentary lounge access to older passengers, especially if you're connecting or flying alone. You can ask at the customer service desk. Even if it's not official policy, kindness and timing work wonders, especially when the lounge isn't full. Number 12, extra legroom during check-in. While extra legroom seats usually come with a price tag, check-in agents can sometimes assign them at no cost to seniors if they remain unbooked close to departure. Politely asking for a seat with easier access or knee space often works. It's one of those traveler secrets that rarely fails when done respectfully. 13. Health-related amenities. You can ask for lower cabin noise through earplugs, hydration packs, or even compression socks on certain international flights. Airlines like Qatar, Emirates, and Turkish often include these in amenity kits. Seniors can simply request them if they're not automatically provided. Even small things like hand lotion, eye masks, or extra tissues can be obtained for free. It's all about asking. 14. Personal attention and check-ins. Seniors traveling solo often get discreet welfare checks from crew members. If you're on a long-haul flight, you can request that a flight attendant check on you every few hours, especially during overnight routes. They'll make sure you're comfortable, hydrated, and not feeling dizzy or overheated. It's all part of the care system airlines quietly maintain, but seldom advertise. And finally, number 15, assistance after landing. Whether it's help deplaning, guidance through immigration, or escorting to baggage claim, all you have to do is request arrival assistance at your departure airport. A staff member will meet you at your destination and make sure you reach your next point safely. It's not only free, it's one of the best ways to travel stress-free, especially if you're connecting or unfamiliar with the airport. When you look at all of these perks together, you realize something powerful. Air travel still has heart. Beneath the noise of fees, upgrades, and ticket tiers, there's still a human layer. One built on care, empathy, and service. Seniors in particular hold a quiet privilege in the skies. They remind the system of its humanity. Airline staff genuinely enjoy helping older passengers, especially when treated with kindness. The best strategy isn't demanding, it's simply asking with warmth and gratitude. In a world where most travelers rush, complain, and click through booking screens without reading the fine print, being patient and polite gives you access to an entirely different level of service. From priority boarding to special meals, from quiet seating to small comforts like a blanket or warm towel, these aren't extras. They're part of the flying experience that used to be normal, and they can still be yours for free. So next time you or someone you love takes to the skies, remember these 15 small but mighty travel secrets. Ask kindly. Smile at the crew. Make the journey part of the joy, not the price you pay for reaching a destination. Because flying at its best isn't just about getting somewhere, it's about how you feel along the way. Most people board a plane assuming that comfort is something you have to buy: extra legroom, better meals, Wi-Fi, or even a window seat with a bit of sunlight. But for senior travelers, the truth is that comfort can often be asked for, not purchased. The modern airline industry runs on quiet systems of courtesy, and while these aren't listed on the ticket or printed on the website, they still exist in the hearts of the people who make flying possible. The flight attendants, the gate agents, the ground crew, many of them genuinely want to make someone's journey easier. Seniors have an advantage here, not just because of age, but because of the way they tend to interact, with patience, warmth, and genuine respect. In a world of rushed passengers and constant complaints, that calm, grateful tone is refreshing. And in most cases, it's what unlocks all those unspoken privileges that can transform an exhausting trip into a relaxing experience. One of the simplest yet most powerful perks many seniors overlook is seat stability. When turbulence hits or the plane begins to taxi, flight attendants keep an extra eye on older passengers to ensure seatbelts are properly adjusted and carry-on secured. But you can actually request additional support, like a seatbelt extender, or help re-securing a bag that shifted under the seat. It might sound small, but those few adjustments can make a long flight much less fatiguing. And the best part? These small accommodations are never billed. They're given freely, often with a smile. Then there's the subtle art of crew connection. Many senior passengers have stories, wisdom, and warmth that stand out on a flight full of earbuds and screens. A short conversation, a kind word of appreciation, or even sharing a few travel memories can open unexpected doors. Some flight attendants will check in on you more often, offer extra snacks, or give you updates during layovers simply because they connected with you. Air travel at its best is still about human connection, and seniors often bring out that softer side of hospitality. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to share this video with someone who travels often or might need a little guidance. Hit that like button, subscribe for more smart travel hacks, and turn on notifications so you never miss another insider secret that can make your next flight smoother, cheaper, and infinitely more enjoyable. Safe travels, and may your next trip remind you that the world is still full of small kindnesses waiting to be discovered, even at 30,000 feet.